Welcome, Taurus. How are you? This is Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. A little clearing. Take a deep breath. Let it out. So this read is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's also for the feminine's Mars and the masculine's Venus. Today is May 11th, 2020, and this is for the second half of May. So, for everybody watching, for the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn for Taurus today? Let's clear all negative, dark, and viral energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned. And fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For Taurus, since I've already pre-shuffled, I'm just going to shuffle a few more times and then we're going to get going. This is the Gilded Tarot. I'll be clarifying with the mini Rider-Waite, and I'll be pulling oracle cards at the end as well for Taurus. So here we go for Taurus, second half of May. Taurus, second half of May 2020. Taurus. All right, first card out, Taurus. We have the Ace of Wands reversed. The challenge for you is the Four of Cups upright. What is the foundation for you? The Page of Swords. And the recent past is the Four of Swords reversed. What is crowning in your now moment is the Devil reversed, which this is good reversed. And then coming up for you guys is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So don't worry about the reversals. I'm going to clarify everything. You'll have a whole different twist by the time I'm done here. The Hermit reversed is how you see yourself. So you may have Virgo in your chart, or you may have a Virgo that's in your energy a lot. And then what's around you, or how might others see you? You have the Five of Wands, so that them are fighting words was coming up today. So the blocks that we need to clear for Taurus has to do with the Five of Swords reversed, which that can be things like PTSD, post-war issues. And then we end up here with the Ten of Wands reversed, which is great. Letting go of all the burdens. What is the bridge to whatever's left hanging in limbo here? The bridge is the Death card reversed. And then what's left hanging in limbo at the end of the read is the Ten of Cups upright. Now you will get another card, but you won't see that till the end of the read, and it may be more than one card depending on what that next card is. And then I'm going to show you the bottom of the deck here, which is the Three of Pentacles reversed. There's a little backstory here, so I'm going to give you that backstory as well, okay? So let's see what's going on. All right, we're going to stop there. We have the Three of Wands reversed here, okay, which is about looking back, going back to the past, living in the past perhaps. And then we have the Empress reversed. We have the Judgment card reversed. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. And then the Queen of Swords upright, the High Priestess upright, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. So this could be an older person who has some kind of sickness, illness, or physical disability. Also could be someone who's miscarried recently. But I'm not really getting that energy right now. The Judgment card reversed it can be some different energies. It can be being non-judgmental or poor judgment, deliberating, holding back an announcement, eating your words, choking on your words, letting go of a situation after holding on. And then we have the Queen of Swords with the truth, right? Here's her little sparkling light. She's presenting with her truth, perhaps the High Priestess, right? She could be an intuitive with psychic abilities, or this is a secret, or your own psychic abilities, and this has to do with issues at work. It can be financial issues at work, not getting along with other people at work, or literally third party at work, and or third-party interferences at work. So that's where we start from. We're going to clarify everything, but the recent past you have there is the Four of Swords reversed, which for me has to do with either someone's not sleeping well and they're rising above that. They could literally be numb because they haven't slept and just levitating basically, or they've slept well and are now awakening and coming out. So it literally can be waking up and coming out, or awakening and coming out. And that energy is affecting the workplace, because that's where the issues are here, whether it's financial, other people, or third-party situations or interferences, negative associations as well, coming out about that stuff or waking up to it. The foundation is the Page of Swords upright. So this could be news or a message or a child who likes to talk, or an air sign child. So that could be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra energy. The central energy is the Ace of Wands reversed, which has to do with frustration, perhaps creative and sexual blocks, an inability to conceive, get aroused, or conceptualize a certain situation. The challenge being tempted by the Holy Grail. There's definitely a temptation here, perhaps boredom and apathy, but feeling frustrated for sure. And then we have the Devil reversed. And remember, the Devil reversed is on the way to the rehab of the codependency or addiction. This also can be just a Capricorn reversed, but also you peak out in the addiction as it turns over in order to get to rehab. So there can be the worst of it seen here, of the addiction or codependency, and this can be a sexual addiction, or just an extreme sexual frustration, someone being blocked from someone they truly want to be with, that kind of energy. Or it can be that sexual addiction, whether it's pornography or you know, multiple partners, all that kind of energy. But there's frustration here, so I don't see it going on right now, but you're peaking out with whatever this codependency is. And coming out here is implementing a plan regarding this detoxing that you need to go through. So let's start with the Three of Pentacles reversed. So the workplace or place of co-creation, which is reversed, having issues, whether it's because of the virus or anything that's going on right now with that, or just other situations where you're not getting along. We have the Ten of Wands upright and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So this is carrying a large burden. This could be actual physical labor, doing work in the yard as well, working out, but it's too much. You might hurt yourself or hurt your back, so you got to be careful with that. And this could be having to do with other people being stubborn. Like this is a stubborn mule, someone refusing to help with this work. Like there's someone there watching you while you do all the work at work. Someone not doing their job, or someone overseeing others, and the people doing the work are seeing that person as not helping and not being a good example. This could be someone who's disabled or on strike or just refusing to do any work. Maybe they don't have to work, so they're just there as a favor to someone else to just watch to make sure other people are actually doing their job. Or because people can't come in, this could be one person doing all the work themselves. There's just no movement forward here, though. Or it's literally someone not moving and watching someone else do all the work. We also have the Ace of Swords reversed, which is a split, a divide, someone lying, or a great need to cut through the BS, get clarity in a situation. So again, it could be someone asked to watch over some other people because maybe they think that they're not working, or maybe somebody's worried that somebody's stealing or lying or cheating them. So they're having someone watch them, which obviously the other person's not going to appreciate that. But it definitely has to do with some secretiveness with the Queen of Swords, but she's upright. So she may have a secret, but it may be causing issues at the workplace because there's a lot of gossip about it. And there's issues with the Empress reversed. So we have Taurus reversed, we have Aquarius reversed with the Judgment card, and we have an air sign female, we have Pisces there, we also have Capricorn, Virgo, and Scorpio in the read, as far as the majors. In the recent past is that Four of Swords reversed. Why? We have Two of Wands, we have the King of Cups, And we have the Temperance card, which is really beautiful energy. This is coming out, choosing a new path. As the King of Cups, when this is upright, it's all about unconditional love, being that perfect, father figure, parent, very loving person, wears their heart on their sleeves, able to deal with their emotions and show their emotions. And then this is someone who's very patient and kind, balanced, and taking one step at a time. And this is a higher love as well, unconditional love and a higher love, and choosing a new path. So this is somebody in the recent past, perhaps at work, who came out about this love or their patience, maybe their love for their work. But there's more than that, because there's a third-party interference or situation here. And there could be a secret here regarding the Queen of Swords, and the Empress reverse is not happy about that, and she can have Taurus and Aquarius in her chart. So the foundation is the Page of Swords upright. Why do we have that there? Why is the Page of Swords in the foundation for Taurus? Take a deep breath. All right, we have the Nine of Cups reversed in the Tower. So obviously someone's not satisfied or unhappy here with sudden events that have occurred, or this can be an epiphany as well. And this can regard this being news or a message that's come in to work or from this work situation. All of a sudden that blows your mind or blows your top. Someone blows their top, blows their crown, blows their cover. Unhappy that somebody blew their cover because of this message, this word, or a child who's talking a lot. And this could be overworking, trying to align with your true desires, and also could be done overworking, that whatever you're doing with this unhappiness hasn't been working, and there's a sudden epiphany about that. That is this really where I want to be? So the central energy here, whoops, that just kind of floated out. This was like, woo, it reminded me of Muhammad Ali, right? Dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's what I was getting for this. The Five of Wands reversed, and then the Queen of Wands. So this can be a losing battle with the Queen of Wands, or this can be the end of, after the fight, the Queen of Wands is fine, but there's also a lot of frustration left over. It could be, too, the Queen of Wands pretending that she's fine, but she's not. She's very frustrated after the fight. So the fight's over, but she's still fighting internally, but she's trying not to show it. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is the surrender. But there's a lot of frustration still here. So after the fight, the Queen of Wands surrendering, but now there's a lot of frustration building up again. So the challenge being the Four of Cups upright, that Holy Grail, tempted by the Holy Grail. Why? Why? All right, so we have the Page of Wands, which is very inspired. This also could be someone who wants to go out on a date. And then we have the Death reversed, which can be Scorpio reversed, but it's also about someone who's just really tired or clinging. It can be a near-death experience, dark night of the soul, or just an end that takes forever to end. It's the never-ending story. But someone's inspired by this never-ending story, or like proud of themselves for clinging on for so long. Someone's inspired by the Holy Grail. It's not what they have already. It's like what they're reaching for. They're inspired for something new, but whatever they're in is taking forever to end. It's like this Death card is the block to this person's inspiration of this Holy Grail. And this could be a child. This also could be a fire sign child of the Queen of Wands over here, which can be Taurus or can be somebody else. So in your now moment, crowning here is the Devil reverse. Why is this there for Taurus? Well, we have Justice here, which can also be Libra. We have the Chariot, which also can be Cancer. And then we have the Judgment card reverse, which also can be Aquarius for me. And then we have Cancer again with the Moon. And then we have, I'm bringing them out because they're all major arcanas, right? We have 5 majors in a row. So then you have 2 Cancers, and then the Emperor reverse is an Aries. So it doesn't have to be an Emperor and an Aries. If it's an Aries, it's just an Aries. But the Emperor can be any sign if it's an Emperor. You see how that works. So this can be just a Cancer, or it's a Chariot card that has the Cancer energies. So the Devil's reversed, and this can definitely deal with at work, because we're dealing with issues at work with people getting along perhaps, and perhaps finances as well, and a lot of frustration, perhaps creative blocks at work. But there's also the Devil reversed at the top, which is being clarified now with all of this energy here. So we perhaps have some legal issues in a bold move. Somebody might be railroading over somebody else, because this is very powerful energy. This also can be Libra and Cancer. And then we have Aquarius with the Judgment reverse. Somebody might have made a poor decision, or they're holding back an announcement. This could be a finality of a divorce or some kind of legal process. Or it's just truth and balance, all is fair here. And then making a bold move to go forward. This could be traveling, moving, ascending, but holding back the announcement about it. Perhaps just at night. This can also be choking on your words. This can be like someone normally would save people, is holding back on saving others. Maybe they're going through dark night of the soul and a growth in their spirituality, realizing that they have to get past that victim mentality of wanting to save other people, because there can't be a victim without the person who saves them. So you can be on either side of that. This can be at night, but we just passed the full moon, so we're still in those full moon energies a bit. So maybe you were holding on to this announcement until we get past these full moon energies, or just at night when everyone's still howling at the moon. And then we have the Emperor here reversed, who could be an older person who's having issues, or it can be someone who's out of control and abusing their power, or literally going through ego death, or just suffering at nighttime here. But again, we could have Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Cancer, and Aries here. So the Aquarius and the Aries are both reversed. So there's some detox going. There could be some detox regarding this group here that needs to happen. Obviously, there could be an Aquarius and an Aries who aren't getting along with the Libra, Cancer, and another Cancer perhaps. And we have Capricorn here too with the Devil reversed. And they're reversed as well. So it could be 3 to 3, so they can't, how do you settle that divide if there's 6 people in the situation? Or they could just be multiple energies of less than 6 people. Okay, but again, Libra, Cancer, Aquarius, Cancer, Aries, and Capricorn. And the ones that are reversed, again, are Aquarius, Aries, and Capricorn. So soon what's coming up for Taurus is the 8 of Pentacles reversed. That's about implementing a plan. You may have been reaping the rewards of your efforts, but now you need to decide how you're going to go forward. Can you retire? Do you need to go back to work? Do you need to get a different kind of work, because you can't go back to work right now? Do you want to save your money? Do you want to invest it? What do you want to do next? But implementing a plan here, and we have the 2 of Cups and the 7 of Swords reversed. This is about connecting with someone, a very strong bond here, whether partnership, this can be love as well. It could be just work, or it can reference both, but this is about coming clean to someone or getting clean. There could be a little bit of sneakiness still around this card when it's reversed, but it really is about coming clean or getting clean in implementing this new plan, literally to this person, this other person. After the war. This is post-war, perhaps dealing with PTSD, people who may have been very affected by a fight, whether it was at work, at home, whatever the case may be. Someone could be dealing with PTSD or having stolen from each other, right? Hurt each other in the process, and needing to apologize or come clean or get clean in rehab, perhaps, if someone needs a detox in that sense. So you see yourself as the Hermit reverse, which can be someone who's still over-isolating, someone who feels like they're going crazy, literally someone who is losing their mind if you're going through dementia, or Alzheimer's, or any other kind of mental disease, and or now coming out after over-isolation. So why does Taurus see themselves as the Hermit reversed? Well, there's that Ace of Wands. There's some new passion here, but there's frustration here. So you're reversed, over-isolating because of this passion from the past, which was an opportunity or an invitation from the past. This also could be a child, an earth sign child, or someone very young. So that would be Taurus. That could be you, or that could be Virgo or Capricorn as well. But we have Virgo here as well, so it can be Virgo energy in your field, but we have a lot of fire as well. Maybe you feel like you missed an opportunity with a Virgo, or the Virgos in your chart. Definitely have Capricorn coming up a lot here too. So you have all the earth signs here, because you have Virgo here, Capricorn here, which can both be in your chart or just people who are in your energy all the time living with you. Again, you could have children here. There could be more than one. We have the Page of Pentacles here and the Page of Swords over here. What's around you or how might others see you is the Five of Wands. So there's definitely could be some conflict, fighting, competition, or games. And this is what comes out here. We have the Sovereign and the person who's feeling bad. So this could be the person who needs to come and apologize or come clean to this other person, which can be any sovereign who has everything they need in the world except for that one person to share it with, or this can represent a teen or 20s person as well. But there's conflict here, competition here, fight, conflict, perhaps someone on a quest, or just someone who played games with this person and now is coming clean about that, feeling bad and needing to apologize to that sovereign. And here's that Ace of Cups reversed. Someone might have dumped them or been in the dumps, pushed to their emotional limits. This can be also with a sickness, could have been vomiting, throwing up, having to pee all the time, could be prostate issues. So anything like that can come up under this. But really, it's about being pushed to your emotional limits and purging. This person couldn't take it anymore and had to come forward and apologize, but maybe worried about a fight or some kind of competition, or didn't want to play. Maybe they were playing games with them and don't want to play games anymore, but it's still upright. So this Taurus energy may still want to play games with this Virgo energy if it's not in your chart. So between these cards, we have fire, Virgo, and Taurus. So it looks like Taurus may want to compete or play games with, so they may come forward with an apology that's not real to the sovereign person. So if you're not the Taurus, you might want to be careful there. It can go both ways, but it looks more like the Taurus wants to prove something there with a fight or conflict or competition there. It can go both ways, because this doesn't have to be Taurus energy. It can be somebody else who wants to fight or compete, and then Taurus is over isolating because they want to stay away, they want to stay out of that. But then we come up to here, which is the block that you need to clear, which has to do the post-war issues and PTSD. And here we have the energy that's in your space again, this Hermit reversed or Virgo reversed energy, walking away or within. That's that over isolation. Knowing and keep it to yourself. This is someone who can be pretending not to know too, so they don't have to deal with the situation. So Taurus, you could be over isolating and walking away so you don't have to deal with this. But it may be something you know that you shouldn't be keeping to yourself. That's the problem. Or you're keeping to yourself just to keep your energy clear. It depends on your situation or your part in the situation. And there's the devil waving hello. So somebody might be afraid to come out of over isolation because whatever their addiction or codependency, if as soon as they walk out, may be right in their face. And that's that devil energy of Capricorns coming up with the Knight of Wands reverse, which can be a player. This can also be someone who has good intentions to do what they were going to do, but rushes in and falls short on energy, or holding back their desires altogether. But this can be that player where someone wants to come in for a one-night stand, or just, play with your emotions. With the devil here. So after this war, which is your block, Taurus, you have a block regarding post-war issues. You may have been raised in that environment where they just say, tough it up, What are you, a sissy? All that kind of energy. It's done. So just get on with your life. You're done with it. It's like not processing the wounds here. You may have a block because of a family template there. So we end up here with the Ten of Wands reversed, which has to do with dumping a load, dumping burdens, dumping responsibilities, confessing, a codependency or addictions, letting it all out on the line. And then here we have the Six of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles reversed, and the Magician. So this is that very close bond from childhood, a soulmate, a sibling, whatever this is, it's a very close bond. And we have the King of Pentacles reversed, who may have lost money and status in this whole situation, or it could be someone who's been greedy in this situation and now is manifesting big time to change that around. Okay? Or this could be someone stuck in the middle of these other energies, these two people loving each other, and this one manifesting their dreams, and the King of Pentacles is stuck in the middle with nowhere to go, right? Losing money and status, or ungrounded at least. Dropping their burdens. It could be the King of Pentacles as Taurus reversed, perhaps unloading on a best friend or a childhood friend or sibling, as well as the Magician. And we definitely have Virgo and Gemini energies there. So that could be Taurus or Virgo represented there, or both. But it's about dumping the burdens or confession, perhaps a close friend. Then we have the Death card reverse. Why is that there? All right, so this could be after the ending of a move or a visit, perhaps restructuring, a facelift to a home or a business, but this also can be the end of a marriage. We have the Seven of Wands reversed, which can be feeling defenseless to energies coming in, or attacks, feeling like you're being ganged up on at home or the business. But again, this could be being ganged up on because you're moving out after a fight in order to find peace. Okay? So there could be some clinginess, whichever way that is, whether it's you or the other person. Or it's the Death card's reversed because it's after the final end. It's just some, residual post-war stuff going on with the family. So why do we have the Ten of Cups upright at the end? We have the Page of Cups reversed and the Nine of Swords reversed. And this can be rejection, vulnerability, being shy, or it can be someone who's totally spoiled and entitled, suffering in silence now. Perhaps they did something wrong and now it's kind of like, it's coming back to bite them. And this could be also two children who are just, they're either suffering in a split, or they're just being whiny and entitled, or they're, truly just sad right now and just dealing with it the best they can. They can be a little bit moody there, right? Purging, perhaps not sleeping well. In the end of a family cycle, or in the end of a family and or emotional cycle. But it looks like it's happy. It's a happy ending overall. Now perhaps the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups have started to heal from that situation, because them reversed was prior to this. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed as well, which can be Taurus energy next to them in an awakening. Okay, so that can literally, this could be a Taurus or a Virgo or Capricorn, because you have all three earth signs at play here. But someone who has two water children perhaps, so Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Or she could have water in her chart, going through an awakening process. Or just with a new idea about ending this situation with the family in order to have a happy ending. So what is the next card for you guys? Well, you have the Six of Cups, which is that beautiful energy that came up already. So that's wonderful that it came up upright both times. You have it here and here. That's a really special bond. Whether it's a soulmate, a twin flame, someone from childhood, your brother or sister, that is always going to be there for you no matter what. It could be that you're emotionally, after this ending, that you get emotional fulfillment, perhaps from this Queen of Pentacles with these kids in an awakening, and that could be your soulmate or your twin flame here. So Taurus, then you have the Three of Cups reversed, which can be a third-party situation, which this person may be a third party in your situation. And then we have the King of Pentacles upright, where here he was reversed, now he's upright. So maybe after an ending of a relationship or family situation, he now is connecting with this person he's very bonded to, who may have been a third-party situation, or just could have been going through a lot of other third-party interferences, people injecting themselves between you and that person. Also could have been gossip, overindulgences, negative group associations that may have been blocking your energy. And then we have the Eight of Cups walking away and within. the King of Pentacles, to a new life. And that's a little bit of an impish energy there, which may be good. It might be necessary to get you where you wanted to go. All right, so let's clarify a little bit here. Why do we have the Six of Cups there? Does that have to do with children or a partner or a best friend? Well, this is an energetic exchange, which just this card by itself would represent some kind of very high level soulmate or twin flame, because this means you can feel each other's energy. But we're going through this downturn or twist of fate, where love was offered but perhaps ignored, or were confused and apathetic at the time, not knowing what to do, going around in circles in your head perhaps. So why do we have the Three of Cups reversed for Taurus? We have the Queen of Cups reversed, we have the Page of Swords reversed, we have the Three of Swords reversed. So this Queen of Cups, she can either just be really sad, or this can be someone who's manipulative, can be a drinker as well with this kind of energy. This is negative self-talk, spying, lying, spreading rumors, and this could be healing and trying to forgive the situation. But there's a lot of air. There's a lot of air and water there. So it can be, the Queen of Cups can be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or it can just be the reference of this person being over emotional and really upset because they were lied to and are trying to heal and forgive the situation, or she was the one who manipulated others and perhaps was lying or spying, that kind of energy. We also have this. This is somebody recovering from being left out in the cold, being left out in exile, destitute, perhaps an injury or illness, going back and forth to the hospital or office visits a lot. Okay. So this is someone who's gone through a lot. And then we have the King of Pentacles. Why? King of Pentacles is also coming up as the King of Swords, and this could be negative self-talk as well, or lying to themselves about a lover who's a secret, or Pisces, or an intuitive person, and who's perhaps rising above, awakening and coming out about it. But this is like a secret love, and that's why the King of Swords is coming up reversed, because they're lying to themselves about this secret love, or about, there could be Gemini and Pisces in the situation as well. But the King of Pentacles is walking away and going within to the Ace of Pentacles upright, which is, why does Taurus have the Ace of Pentacles? This is about getting real in your situation, perhaps whittling down your options to one. This can be getting rid of emotional attachments, whether it's people, places, things in your house, having a garage sale, the world upside down, nowhere to go, so might as well get rid of your stuff, clear it out of the garage. But this can also be feeling like you're in another world. This can be the Seal Divine Feminine in another world, or just feeling like your world is upside down, or that you need closure in a situation. And this is letting go in order to fix things up, perhaps make amends, perhaps wanting a sky view apartment view, or selling this apartment or condominium in the city and starting a new life. Yeah, needing closure and then starting a new life, and perhaps needing to sell a place or fix it up before you can start that new life. And this is someone freed from prison, anxiety, feeling trapped. And the Queen of Swords talking about it. And we have the Queen of Swords here in the beginning here with her truth. So she's definitely upright and being truthful, whoever that may be. And then we have the Empress reversed, which was also reversed here. So that's Taurus energy. So you could be a mother. You could have an illness. You could have a mother with an illness or an injury or a miscarriage here. And this is something exposed. This can be full energy, can be children around, happiness, spending time in the sun, or just full exposure, holding back this new beginning, holding back money, time, and energy, trying to magnetize money or save, or playing hardball here. And so perhaps somebody tripped up, or needs to break patterns, or drop the facade, drop the act, and learn to break patterns and perhaps make new patterns out of that. And that can be, this could be a new commitment to yourself, or we're dealing with a Taurus, the Hierophant, which can be marriage, religion, establishment, societal norms. anything that you've committed, but it ultimately should be that your commitment to your higher self. So that ends up being the underlying energy coming into this read. So we are going to, let's see, pull from the energy deck first. I know where I put it. Yep. So again, just a recap on the different signs that are the major arcana in this read. We have Taurus for Taurus's read. Excuse me, in multiple places. We have Taurus, we have Aquarius, we have the Queen of Swords, which can be any air sign. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have Pisces. We have Capricorn. And this is just the major cards because there's a lot of mini cards there. We have Virgo. We also have Scorpio. And then at the end, no new majors came up. But definitely a very strong bond here. It could be a third party for sure. It could be a third party through work and socially. And like I said, Virgo and Capricorn came up very strong in this read, along with Taurus. All right, you have Angel of Love, which is 49. That's the 9 of Cups, being satisfied with yourself. And then we have 26. There's a bit of a contradiction there. So it could be two different energies, perhaps a couple who's not, one is loving, the other one is not. They're angry. With 49 of getting their wish, being happy with themselves, and the 26 of the Page of Wands, angry, hostilities. But the Page of Wands was upright, but then we had this Ace of Wands in the middle of the read, which is the main issue here, which has to do with frustrations. So the masculine energy is very frustrated, and there's someone who's being very angelic in the situation who could have water in their chart. And then we have the first chakra, Archangel Michael, which is all about safety and security. We have 35, which is the wounded warrior, needing to surrender, right? Needing that strong foundation of safety and security, and remembering that that your heart is the home, not any structure that you've built. And the underlying energy for you is attachments. So again, emotional attachments are being let go of here in this read. Number 5 is the Hierophant, which again is that Taurus energy. So Taurus, you know, they like luxuries, so you may be at one of those prime signs that really needs to detach from some of your things. All right, so let's pick from the Crystal Angels deck. There's definitely frustrations. There could be children involved who need, you know, they just need caring. There's definitely someone who needs some detoxing, whether it's a specific addiction or just general codependency detoxing to family and the things in the house or business. It's implementing a new plan, a need to come out of isolation and fight for what you want. In the aftermath of war with PTSD and perhaps looting that's gone on, stealing from each other, and the need to drop all your burdens, which you have here at the end. Perhaps after an ending and after death, after the war has been over, you're actually dropping everything. And in order to have this happy ending and perhaps help the kids feel better, perhaps come together with a soulmate or twin or just the children to make them happier. But there's definitely a walking away here for a whole new beginning. We have Jade, wellness, the recovery of health and wellness is here. So you could be in the medical industry as well, but Jade's coming up for you, as well as Opal. Let yourself sparkle and shine. You're guided to be bold, which is that chariot energy, and show your bigger than life side to the world. Don't be afraid to show who you are. One more card for you, divine intervention. God sends miracles to answer sincere prayers. So we have green, that beautiful blue purple, that French blue kind of color, and then the gold. So very much shining from your solar plexus, really healing your heart and using your third eye, as well as opening your crown. The underlying energies are amber, so there's more gold here. Really shining your light from your solar plexus, give it to God. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. All right, so I'll give you a card from the Kipper deck as well to give you a little bit of a different energy here. And then we're going to get going. It looks like big changes, but I think that everyone's having big changes right now through this. That was the whole point of everyone being stuck in their houses so that they could bond more with their families to find out really who they are now. And are they in the situations and with the people they want to be with? Is this really what you want? Because so many of you are at work all day, you don't really spend any time with each other. All right, we have message reversed. So perhaps somebody's message was blocked, or where you normally get messages, you're not. And it could have to do with a little girl. This is my daughter's Pisces, but she has Taurus in her chart. And she was going, she had a UTI or something last night. So it might be no message or no news is good news. That kind of energy as well. Thoughts. So this is about no longer needing to think. Maybe you're worried about your kid because they were going through something or just something emotional. And now everything's better. So that's good. So it can definitely have to do with kids. There you have a little boy upside down too. That's the underlying energy. So a little girl who may have been going through something and a little boy who may be going through something. And these can be grown children as well. But just dealing with your children. This is someone who was coming back into their emotions, because there's nothing to anchor into here. There's no emotions. It's just all pie in the sky, airy fairy energy, right? And this is about getting past that. Even if it means this is someone walking away with nothing. But they're no longer walking away, or they're no longer walking away with nothing. So the situation has changed. And this is after the courthouse, perhaps with a mother. This could be a mother and son dealing with issues, and then parents and their daughter dealing with issues. So it's all about the children and worrying about them. So no need to worry anymore. Everything's good. The children are much better. And so now you may be able to get completion or find closure in a situation that needed to end, and find that new beginning, whether that's you or the other person in your situation. So I hope that was helpful for you, Taurus. It's actually a really good read. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, and rise and be love. Bye, guys.